So I think, yeah, now I can be also heard. So welcome everybody. It's going to be the very first session of hopefully something bigger. So I'm starting out entirely new with the wonderful new world map update. So are these... They are the same. Alright. Okay. So yeah, I don't need these. I read all that. So let's set on out on our first wonderful little thingy. And yeah, let's see how this will turn out. We're going to play Viceroy and succeeding or ever increasing difficulty levels. Okay, embarkation points. They didn't change anything here, didn't they? So, well, oh boy, we can start with the beavers. But the beavers don't have too much food on them. Well, don't care. It's beavers. I love beavers. They make everything so darned easy early on. So, let's do this. It's going to be quite easy, I hope. Gain 1 free Cornerstone reroll for every reputation point during drizzle. Useful. So, no contact. Oh, that's important to note. Don't gain reputation during the storm. Ugh. Woodcutting is also a no-no during the storm. Housing, well, I'm usually done with that by now. Alright, very hungry people. Okay, so we're going to require food. Apart from that, this shouldn't be too much of a biggie. Okay, so let's see. Draft. Oh boy, that's a lot of collection stuff. Herb garden. So let's see if we can churn out some fertile soil. Ugh, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I know the game just wants to help. Alright, let's start out with the houses and the woodcutters. So, we got one here, one there. This direction looks good. So let's set up shop here. And we go lowering the priority of all the houses while holding down left shift while clicking this. So just to make sure that the woodcutters camps get built first. I don't want no unnecessary delays, so we put up the good old lizard in here because I like the extra resolve, and you guys are forbidden from wasting my coal. Okay, so let's see what'll happen. That's a neat and nice start. That's interesting. They have... Ah, well, they can start all the work projects at once, I guess. So, my dear old friends. The woodcutters are in town. Beautiful. So, well, let's prepare that glade. Only marked glades, marked trees. Here we go. Was control or was it shift control? So holding down control to exclude all the reaching parts. But we need that wood. Okay. So that's all done. Let's pick up the gathering spot here. And the stone cutter there. Cornerstone time. Alright, so production speed for metals versus amber for produced sea marrow. Well, let's pick up the amber for produced sea marrow. That's way more likely than me producing any metal in the next couple of minutes. No. We can't get sea marrow out of these, but we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. Hello orders. Complete any 2 Glade Events. Okay. Funding the expedition. Oh well, I'll pick that one. So, Glade Discovery versus... Oh well, hard to say no to that. Oh, Danger Glade Events. Extra copper ore, wildfire essence and coal versus, well, lizards. Not sure what I'm going to pick from these. See what will happen here. I don't need to choose that now. So, well, we do have 2 workers left. Oh, yeah, brilliant. So, I'm going to keep that one worker busy with building stuff. But I think we can actually unemploy 2 woodcutters for now. It's the biome with the trees that always yield 2 units of wood, so you can easily work with a lower amount of woodcutters here. What's way more important for me is that we get the work done here and the foragers are working at full capacity. That's way more important right now. The food income is something that should always be thriving, I think, personally. Okie doke. So, house is done. Let's do the... or can I do that already, or do I need to unlock that first? Nah. Okay, so I'm doing this also because I'm very interested to relive the new player game experience, because I'm so far away from that by now. I'm playing this game, I don't know, since over a year or more, and so many things have changed, so I figured that this would be a fun project. So, let's go. Alright, after that we got pretty nice resolve bonuses. Here we go. So, everybody's happy now, and let's see. I am not going to open that glade right now. What are we going to do next? I cannot really know what I want to have of these, because I don't know what's on the next glades. But that doesn't matter, we don't need to draft now. We can leave that open for later. So instead, we're going to use the last of all workers for the stuff that we already know we'll need. The crude workstation and the makeshift post. Totally gonna need those. Oh, I now made 2 of these. Silly old me. Forgive me, it's a bit after midnight over here. So here we go. And we're going to put 1 worker here into the stone cutter. There we go. Because I want to start extracting that stuff now too. Okay, so, well, I guess we could open that glade there, but I actually don't want to. Right now, at least not. So instead, we are going to move this woodcutter camp here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to open that glade here, the small one at least, so we can expand ourselves a tad bit. So that... Oh, this is a new button. Unassign all woodcutters. Oh, glorious. This is such a useful little thing. And I'm going to move both woodcutters down here, simply because I have already done what I wanted here. We can easily get that stuff here opened when I want it. And now let's work for the rest of the year on that. I got 1 worker left, so we should place down some roads. It's only a small bonus in terms of move speed, but if you still have 1 worker left doing nothing, then I think it's best to build some roads. So, can we actually already do this? Yes, we could, right? Yeah, but it won't work for the beavers. Okay. Let's not min-max too hard. It's not necessary right now. Okay, then. So, let's see what the first glade will yield. Probably. Probably we see that next year. I'll look into that. But the first storm should be totally easy. We're not in any of the hostility 2 reach, so I don't need to worry about the nasty side effects here. So, what do we have here? A bit of goodies, eh? A small encampment. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. So we can feed them roots, so I'd say actually we'll do. I can use those extra people right now. They're actually super useful for me. So let's do this. And, well, this is not really food, but here we have a food source, so that's pretty good. It's also really nice to note that we don't need to unemploy our woodcutters this storm. This is always a nice thing, but I mean, we are on very low difficulty levels, so I'm not too surprised here. Okay, so we're going to go sassy now. We are going to open that glade during the storm, so let's mark that one tree. Let's go. Because I figured that we got everything we need. There's no further need to delay that. So, we got big root deficit. Okay, that it gives me a direction. We need that forager's camp. There we go. So, we got also fertile soil, so I really hope that I will get another farm opportunity. But right now, if I have the luck to draft the fitting camp here, I'll do. Pick it up. So we have now also the better version here already upgraded there. Good. Alright. So, early game food is pretty much out of question. There is the blood flower, though. That destroys food, doesn't it? We will get a lot of food back, though, for that, so that's a good one. So I'm going to reduce the amount of woodcutters here another time. That's totally okay. We can deal with a lower amount of these for now. It's way more important that we get that blood flower gone as quick as possible. So we will have food decay for the upcoming 3 minutes. That's quite annoying, but it is not really the end of the world here, so that's okay. We're also going to gain some extra workers quite soon again, so that should be a pretty good one. Let's carve out the path. We'll see. Alrighty, so we'll have a good amount of workers now. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the food, because the event right now. Okay, we can get ourselves humans and food. What's not to like about that, except for the fact that these guys have a really high amount of stone, but we can work without stone. We got humans now. That's good. They are perfect farmers. From the ashes, what is that? Not gain 1 wildfire essence for every 2 completed Glade Events. Alright, well, we could kill people for seeing what's inside the box. No, since I actually plan to do at least 1 more danger glade, this will come in handy, I bet. Alright, so we got ourselves now 6 idle hands. Brilliant. So we can now put these beavers to work. Well, Can I already build a new hearth? I highly doubt it because I don't have the new materials for that, don't I? Nah, we don't have planks, bricks, or anything. But we could work on that, don't we? I mean, I got 4 workers here. So let's do this. Please don't do pipes. And do I go all in on that? No, I don't. We're going to limit these on the amount of 10. It's also quite important. And we're gonna go for... Wait a sec. It's plant fiber, isn't it? Yep. Alright, and that's that. Good. So we get those materials together. So I'm going to go for more shelters here at the first hearth. It's 3 people. Because it's just not going to work out either, the other way. Okay, so we are going to go for the lizard objective, I'd say. I do like the parts, but the rewards here are just not too fancy. I could pick up wildfire essences for a trader. Speaking of trade, can I already do that, or do I need to unlock that? Yes, I can. Let's do this. Trade is important. Hey, Chris Crass. Hi there. Happy to see you, mate. So, let's see. I hope we're going to get this thing done as quick as we can. So what do we have here? Oh, brilliant. If things really go south, I can attain this one. I would like to save it for the reputation, but, you know, it's always good to have a plan B, I think. Alright, we got 3 workers. I'll keep them busy, I'd say. So, totally wanted a second one of these forager camps. We can really utilize that, I'd say. I'll start on this clearing with a warehouse. Also, we do totally require collector on this flax field. I mean, I do acquire some plant fibers while cutting down trees. Okay, there's a 10% chance, so basically every 10 trees, 1 plant fiber, but that's really not a good ratio. No, not at all. But we gotta get there. We gotta get there. Hey! Hilda is in town. Alright, food is running low, but the basket of jerky is awaiting already. I really appreciate that. And we do have 2 people on the foragers camp, so that should be worth something. Wait a sec, I should put a human in there. They do the job better. So I have 1 builder left. That's as low as we can possibly go. And what do we have here? Deliver grain. Hardly possible. Deliver packs of luxury goods. Well. So, what do we have here? We got the carpenter, planks and tools, and luxury goods. So, well, I can check out my economy by now, though. So, we will have roots, herbs, resin, somewhat large-ish amounts. So insects are coming around here, here too? No. So now we got some meat. So leather will fall off as well. So that's a difficult one right now. The brickyard also is very, very appealing because it brings crystallized dew. Do I have rain collectors already? Are they a starting tool right now? And that's why I'm starting out completely new, you know? I wouldn't be able to answer these questions if some newcomer would ask them to me, so I figured, yes, rain collectors are a possibility already. So, yeah, brickyard is also a attractive opportunity. So, what are the rewards for the luxury goods, say? Well, if we'd go that way, it'd be good, but, well, difficult. I mean, I can take a portion of that, but, well, I rarely have such a hard time deciding. So what are luxury goods, as a matter of fact? Can I even provide, you know? Is this even possible? Training gear. Was there? No. Okay, so let's not go down that way. This is not going to be realistic. But the planks and the tools can be quite useful. Jerky can be made out of insects and meat. It's also quite interesting opportunity. Let's go for the carpenter because I got so much wood. And tool production is just always a thing that I like to have. Alright. It doesn't get easier, does it? Dang. So let's pick up the provisioner, I'd say, but on the other hand, no, because I don't have trade routes yet. Ooh, I saved myself from a misdecision there. We pick up the weaver because highly efficient fabric production is good for us. Really, really good. Okay, so let's see. We got really pretty much nothing except for some wildfire essence. I mean, how much would that bring? 5 gold. Is there anything I really need, dear Sahilda? Could use some food, don't we? But no. Planks would be also something we could really use. But every new settlement has its rough bumps at the beginning. So here we gained now some food out of that. So I'd say it was worth it at the end. Totally was worth it. But what I do want to do, let's see what's missing. Bricks and fabric. Can I change something about that? Not about the fabric, but about the bricks. Oh, dang. That's not really helpful either. Hilda, come on. What's wrong with you? That is not really helping us either. Well, I have an idea. At least something very basic. So we're going to sell off a portion of our wood in exchange for some food because I somehow feel a little bit jittery about this situation. So let's see, is there anything cheaper than the others? No. Alright. So it ain't much, but we will hardly miss anything of the timber we just gave away. Hardly. You'll hardly even notice that. So here we go. Alright, let's hope that these food collectors will yield food fast enough for us. And I think I just have made my decision. I'm going to go for the human influx thing because I got a passive income of grain, and I think this will just do the trick for now. Deliver 20 packs of crops versus meat diet. Well, I don't have a steady supply of these now. So what do we get here? Extra people, planks, and tools. Extra people need to be fed. This would be actually a quite nasty trap right now to pick the extra people because it's actually not helpful. It's making things worse, as a matter of fact. So I don't now. We can turn in this reward whenever the need arises. So there's absolutely no need to rush that. Although it would be nice to have extra workers here to get the job done faster. It's okay. Currently, we're finally getting the jerky in, And the food numbers were still rising while we weren't even collecting the rewards for this event. So, on a good way, I'd say. It still looks a little bit dramatic because the food counter is so darn low, but it's okay. What really matters, wood is not low. That's the, as long as you got the wood, the world is pretty okay. Now we have finally the warehouse online here, so things can only get better from here on. So the next hearth will be built up here, right next to the warehouse, because I want to have another neighborhood ASAP. That just makes everybody happier, period. So, do we... No, well, alright. So this is going to deplete the stuff here massively quick. I'm well aware of that, but sometimes you just have to do these things. Next season, we're going to get ourselves onto the next danger glade, so I want to cut my way there. So I'm holding down control and making sure that we got this corridor now. Ah, there's these caches that were confusing the hell out of me. Okay, so far so good. We can get the this reward super easy in, and I'd say we're on a really good path. So next year we're going to lower the Queen's Impatience a little bit, but I don't need to do this before next year. Everything is looking really sweet right now. Okay, then we are going to wait it out, I'd say. Food income is positive, as it seems. Ah, yeah, of course the lizards are darn happy. We got jerky. Of course. How not to be happy if you are a lizard. So I deem myself very lucky to be now at this hostility level. So that really does make it easier. We're not going to open this glade during this storm because it would increase my hostility level to a level that I don't want to have right now. So I'm going to tell them to do something else, and when the storm season is over, we're going to go set that. Oh boy, the stonecutter is done with his job. Okay, not bad. So this is a little bit sad because that means we're not getting new stones in for now, but we can at least put a new person on the Harvester's Camp. Oh, I had the whole time people left over. Dang. Ah, I totally slept on the fact that the dudes that were hauling the stuff from Bloodflower were friggin'. Whoopsie, that one. It's not really much, but so for every reputation point, I get a new Cornerstone reroll. So let's turn that in. Boom. So let's see. I thought I get Cornerstone rerolls, guys. I gained reputation. I feel cheated. Whatever. I wasn't after it anyways, but that's a little bit weird. So, gain +1 to production yields for all packs of goods. So, I opted out on all those pack of goods quests, and now you bring me this. But whatever. I feel good with that one. So, coal versus some leather and pottery. Seriously, pottery. What am I supposed to do with that? Anywho, we are going to pick up ourselves... Let's see. Well, let's check the craft. If I can get myself a farm, I'd pick humans. Since I don't, I don't feel good about this. Dang. So we need something to make them lizards happy. Okay. Oh, well... These are all kind of stinky, one way or another. So, I don't have any steady income of any of these things, but I'm going to opt into the rain mill now because I have so much farming area here. I do still have the hope that at some point I will be able to get that done. So we're going to get ourselves some more humans in there, because I will need those guys. Okay, I'm lacking what now? Alright. Fabric will be a massive issue for us. Already foreseeing that. But let's open up that danger glade. I got, what, 8 workers open? Nice. Okay, so we totally should get ourselves somebody on these camps. Really important stuff right now. Here, these are fully staffed, right? Right. We are going to staff out the woodcutters completely now, because we can't just afford it now. And most importantly, we're going to cut ourselves a breach in here. Oh boy, that was bad. So that should do the trick. Okay. I really hope that the next hearth will get done ASAP. But they're crafting the stuff we require, so it shouldn't take forever. To keep all those idle hands busy, let's get some pathing up here. There we go. It's the least I can do, you know. Okay, so we got ourselves no danger glade event, just something to rebuild. No, here, small destroyed caravan. That's what we're working with here. So -6 to global resolve. That's not an issue at all. We could send it to the Citadel if I'd had the resource, but no, we're going to go for this one. So that's actually really cool. I got here a large flax field that can be picked up by my harvesters, so they can indulge themselves here. And, well, let's get those small camps going we require. The real good news here is that I have this flax field, because that means we're going to be experiencing a nice influx of the stuff that we actually need. So, and we got a kiln. Alright, a kiln. Perfect. Oh boy, I want that. So this thing is a massive gain for us, because in a kiln you can create coal out of wood, and in this biome this is basically a freebie, because you can't just you just have so much wood, as you see there, so you can totally get the ball rolling here. And speaking about which, we can now... God, how many homeless people? 6? Perfect. So we can start building the next neighborhood up here. Alright. So we're working ourselves towards victory here. And here now... Oh, I can't go for this. So, well, I still do believe in the opportunity of drafting a... what's it called again? A farm building for all that fertile soil. So I'm going to get that pack of crops quest. So what can I use for these? Grain, veggie, root. Okay. What's inside the box here? Oh boy, useful stuff. But I rarely do like to break these. I try to avoid. These boxes are just so good to finish off the game with, you know. So... oh. That woodcutter is not standing well. So, let's path it up. And we're going to set up another warehouse here, but not right now. I am so notoriously short on brick that I really want to rebuild that bad boy first with the brick that we got, because that not only gives me a kiln, it also resolves this quest here. So we're two birds, one stone, you know. The good stuff. Glad to have you guys around. I hope you're enjoying the show, by the way. So, the impatient is looking a little bit dangerous, isn't it? So, what can we build by now? So, the Carpenter is absolutely doable. Alright. That event is done quite soonish too. Got quite some ale there. And let's see. New orders are in town. So need for luxury fulfilled, provision packs and crop packs. I really need that farming going for me. Value of goods sold versus need for religion fulfilled. Well, I basically just need a building for that, but, well, these don't fall from the sky. Scouts are idle in kiln. Come on, guys. Get it done already. Let's do a forced delivery here. Now they start working on that. Brilliant. So, let's see. Oh yeah, this event is over. Hello, Zorg. Zorg. Okay, so what can I trade with? Why is there only such a low amount of sea marrow? Did you guys burn sea marrow? Did you? Yeah, here. It's in the hearth. Oh, come on, guys. I don't watch your fingers one teensy bit of a moment and you start burning the good stuff. Damn. Whatever. So we can put in the resin because resin is something that falls off here at all the times. And, well, I wish this guy would have more... here, grain. Perfect. So, I do need 50 grain for my quest. So, how much for 30? I want that, Zork. And we will make it happen, even though the people of mine burned all that sea marrow that I wanted to sell you. Dang it. Well, here goes the copper ore, I suppose. That's really annoying, but it ain't the end of the world either. So we're going to sell planks, because obviously Zork wants them, and they are made out of the one material we got plenty of, wood. Alright, so we can now take that quest and fulfill it. We got incense and bricks. It's pretty good as a reward. And most importantly, we gain 5 humans. Can I even stomach that right now? But I think the answer is yes. Actually, I really crave for more workers right now. So thanks, Zork. You helped me out a lot. So we still don't see any farming building. I'm going nuts. Dang it. That's really, really bad. So we're going to go for the clothier here, because the clothier is also fulfilling a really, really good pod. It is a very efficient producer of clothing, as the name implies. But clothing is a need for many people in my city. The lizards don't, but the humans and the beavers do, and they make up the majority of people in here. So their opinion matters. Cool. And it also opens up the next neighborhood here, because we actually do have enough people living here as soon as the houses are all done. Good. And we knocked off some impatience here. That's also very splendid. Okay, so I don't know how we're going to win, because that one piece that I'd require isn't around yet. And that's farming. And I ran out of pots. Ah, dang it. That was too foreseeable, wasn't it? Okay, but we got 10 workers available, so chop chop, my friends. We're going to get that kiln going. Alright, so you guys do produce that, and well, it would be best to put some lizards in there, but whatever. So our work goal will be 100 coal. There we go. You guys will also produce bricks until we got 30 of them. I really do need a stone cutter, don't I? And jerky, if possible, as much as possible. Okay. So let's use these camps until the resources there are completely drained. Okay. Well, where to next? So I'd say we go down here with our endeavors. More glades await, and the danger ones are just the most effective places to go. Alrighty. So let's pave the way for the next year. So we got now, I think we really will not be able to get the job done here during the storm with all the woodcutters that I'm employing now. Come on now, something, please. Damn it. Alright, this is really getting more and more problematic, because I do lack a source of food income here. So let's see. I do already have a rain mill, don't I? Yeah, so we got the clothier already in the making. We should get set up a weaver too. Alrighty. Get that house done, please, if you'd be so kind. Alright, so at the Carpenters, we can now finally produce things we actually totally require. So, luxury goods we don't need right now. We ain't got the materials for the tools. That's quite tragic, isn't it? So, we do produce up until 50 planks, and that does pick out planks and bricks out of the portfolio here. So, we have that thing only left for the production of fabric, and that will be no longer the case pretty soon too. Alrighty. So this run is going so far really well, except for the lack of a farm, but you know, at some point it will all come together, right? So the provisioner isn't too interesting at all. The smokehouse can at least produce incense, and I think we are onto something here. So I have this objective. Religion is an incense need, so probably we can pick that up. But I won't pick that up before I have a building where we can fulfill the need for religion. Everything else feels just not cool. You know, not cool at all. Alright, so yeah, resolve is low. Let's see. It's all okay if we unemploy the woodcutters. Yeah, that doesn't come as a big surprise. Homelessness is gone. Here we can get some extra resolve down, I think, quite quickly. So let's see, maybe we can even shake this up by just rearranging workers. Might be very, very easily the case. So we got 3 unhappy lizards, and we just put them somewhere warm. Yeah, well, almost. Almost. Whatever. I'm pretty confident that these lizards will be happy enough. Oh yeah, here we go. We got that upgrade. Never mind. Okay, so we need crop packs, and our food stockpiles are really, really scary right now. So I'm not too confident about victory currently, in all honesty. Well, but many runs have had this moment where I was actually quite doubtful. So I'm going to dismantle this place here, because I want that sea marrow deficit. I really, really want it. It does not only offer sea marrow, it does also offer stone, and we really do need it. So, let's path up. For example, we can use some stone to just get ourselves some food. Alright, Hollister's Camp. This one is supposed to live here now. Right. There we go. Hello, Keystones. So, we got Villager Speed, that's pretty nice. And Work Safety Guide. Education. Well, I don't see me getting that done anytime too soon, so let's do this. Super happy lizards, just from the get-go. Okay, I'm not going to get anything here right now, because I want to fulfill that quest before I go forth. Not that one, because we need the beavers. Just want to have the lizards on the 15 for a second, before I re-employ the woodcutters. Damn. Oh, I need to have them for 30 seconds there. Oh, that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? But whatever. It's gonna be worth it, I'd say. My food stockpiles might be dwindling dramatically, but whatever. Whatever. So, provision packs. By the way, what's the matter here? A lack of beavers is the matter, I see. Yeah, I know that the newcomers are waiting. We do accept newcomers now, but as you see here, their happiness immediately dropped, and that's why I didn't want to have it. So... Wow. Good God. This is just the worst right now. Alright, we pick up the cookhouse, why not? Oh boy, I should have picked up the farm one day when they showed me the farm for the first time. Gosh. That's something I didn't expect to be that much of an issue now, but whatever. I've dealt with worse situations, so we should be fine. I do gain reputation points, and at some point usually pots do come together. So let's just see that we can get ourselves some more reputation points together as quick as possible. So, yeah, crop packs. That's where I had my mind before. So, the wonderful part is that... Oh, we can't... Damn. I just mistook them for provisions. Damn it. So, crop packs. We can't really stuff anything in there because we don't have anything to stuff in there. Isn't it tragic? So, yeah, we're totally down to our woodcutters, I'd say. So, dewberry bushes, mushroom patches, fertile soil, altar of decay. So, we could take that thing and reduce hostility with each dead villager. Not exactly my cup of tea. Luckily, we got enough coal to do this, so... Hostility is increased for every piece of wildfire essence in here. Okay. Can we collect these? No, we don't have the herbalist's camp. Jeez, this is bad. At least we got a little bit of extra food, I'd say. But all in all, oof. Could have been not much worse. Okay, so let's see. I hope this will not kick off a hard pressure on us. No, it doesn't. At least something. I mean, in the worst case scenario, we're going to open up that crate here, and there's plenty of food in there for a while. I got soon the sea marrow necessary for that. The sea marrow doesn't get wasted anymore, so we should be totally fine here. So this one can now get deleted because it's going to be transformed into one of those. Is that what we're going to do? I'd say so, yeah. That's really, really shocking so far. But sometimes you have these runs where parts just don't come together for a very, very long time. It's not really the first time, nor will it be the last time. So, let's do this. We're going to put... I think humans work good with cloth. No, that were harpies. So, we're going to have to limit that. Never forget the limiters, you know. It's really important. Otherwise, you'll be drowning in these materials. So, we got that weaver down. And now we can make sure that we're going to have coats, you know? That's going to get us somewhere. So that's all the industry we got there. We don't need the rain mill because we don't have anything to grind. So let's go for the rain collector next. Or wait a sec. I don't have... No. The rain collector doesn't make ingots. I need some place to make ingots, if anything. I don't have that. So the next step now is we are going to put up the food stuff there. The cookhouse and the smokehouse. And with some luck, we're going to have something going on for ourselves soonish. So I don't dare to go for the religion objective, because I don't have any clue if I can even fulfill it. I know that I can fulfill sales. No biggie. I know that sales will happen. I don't know if anything like religious fulfillment can even happen. I don't even know if I have access to that building necessary for that. That's way too many ifs. So we're not going to rock it like that. So, we got the Altar of Decay event done before it actually hurts us. That's really good. Hostility is quite high, though, by now. It's really bugging me a bit. So, the small herbalist's camp is there. So we can and will now pick up some materials there. And let's do again some pathing down there. Alrighty. Scary stuff. Scary, scary stuff. But I mean, we aren't out of food constantly. That's one thing that actually does make me quite optimistic here. And at the end of the day, the moment I gain access to something like a farm, I basically have won the game. So, you know, at this point, it's a little bit of a patience game. You gotta believe in your victory and all. But yeah, I can see it come together. Deliver 4 ancient tablets versus deliver 50 ale and have a tavern. So if I happen to be able to draft a tavern together, I surely will do. I even think I got the ale mostly together by now, because I looted so much, you know. So let's fast forward a bit. We got 1 brave worker. I'm really low on food constantly. It's making me really, really jittery. But we will get over the storm. So things will work out one way or another. We are also low on food because these buildings here tend to pick up food and then don't do anything with it, you know. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to forbid the jerky from the stores. I don't like that too much. So we got that event down. That's good. And here we're in the middle of the first food production here. Okay, so yeah, hostility is way too high. Still a little bit. So after all the people have been unemployed, we are still hanging out on a little bit too much hostility there. That's okay though. We shouldn't have any issues here whatsoever. Because the lizards, they are heading towards -3, but they aren't at -3. And the lizards' resolve cools down very, very slowly, so they will ultimately go angry, but not here, not now. And I really hope that with the next trader arrival, I will be able to finally get a new item drafted, and it will be finally a farm. It cannot be that I get trolled that hard, but well, I better get prepared. I better get prepared. Alright. Hello there, Missy. So let's see what we can sell here. Look at that. She's selling the blueprint for the plantation. But I cannot mill berries. Oh boy. Yeah, this is... I mean, the plantation, in all honesty, was the blueprint we had in the first place, but whatever. We're gonna get this done now. The good part is we got lots of fabric right now that we will sell. I could turn them into coats as well, but that's okay. So we got 10 bucks worth of that. And now I want these 19 amber to buy that thing. I totally want these. So we're going to make it happen. If possible, that is. I'm not sure if it is. No, not like this. Come on. But I need it, you know. So now comes the odd moment when you trade... Oh no, wait a sec. I'm dumb. Perfect. We're almost there. Beautiful. So yeah, we're going to use the abundance of fabric that we got there for a perfect trade. Beautiful. But this gives me access to that frickin' plantation, and while a plantation might be not ideal, it is still much, much better than what we got so far. So let's take that reroll. Large baskets. Beautiful. That's just what I like to see here. Okay, so things might be coming together after all still. So we totally need those plantations ASAP here. So it's one of those wonderful spots, isn't it? So we need to put it down there. Okay, we got one patch of fertile soil there. And we got another one there. So, since you can only plant out in this season, I won't get anybody here to woodcutting for it now, because we want those farms ASAP, you know. Alright. This will get me somewhere, I hope. Although it is quite ironic that we're not getting anywhere here right now in terms of food processing. Let's call it like that. So I want here as many humans as possible in these jobs because they're just best here. So newcomers, we don't get any human newcomers, too bad. So, well, then I'll pick up this one because of parts. Parts do matter, you know. Okay, so let's get ourselves those woodcutters back in business. And let's see where we will put them to work. I'd really like to have... Here, let's go there. This is a really, really good strip to just farm some wood. Okay, so let's get back to Miss Sahilda. So she does have, does she have insects? Or wait a sec. I tried to buy now some food that I am able to process here. So mushrooms would be one thing, roots are another thing, and here for the jerky, it's either insects or meat, but nothing in between. Okay. So we get that down here.
Hi.
So she doesn't have any meat. Alright. Then we're going to see. I think I'm just going to fire away my last few wildfire essences because I just realized that I don't need them that badly. Not at all. So I don't want to give away any of the clay and stone because these are actually things that I fought quite hard for. So we're going to get ourselves a small amount of root.
Yes.
Just 15 pieces, but it gives me a better feeling about these things. Okay, so here I had people bound for no reason at all. So... Alright. I'm very happy to see that my farmers do their job now. I wish we would have that thing here built faster, second plantation won't drop off too much yield this year. For sure not. But whatever, it could be really worse. So, at least we don't have that issue anymore. We need one more shelter here. Alright, there we go. I'm not too worried about the lack of wood, because I got coal. So if I ever run out of wood as a burning material, I'll just go and use coal. So, Harvester's Camp. This one has turned itself very, well, it ran out of business. Let's call it like that. We don't need this camp anymore too badly, because we have now a steady supply of plant fibers via the plantation, so quite fond of that. So I got 4 workers left. I do have a huge patch of plant fiber down here still, so I'd say we're going to go and set up a warehouse here and do some farming and some producing here. So nothing is getting done here. Nothing at all. This is really disconcerting. I just haven't had too much luck here at all here. But we can still get there. I mean, the good part is that we are at least now in the land of constant income, so to say. Okay, so we're going to start cranking out the reputation now via happiness. Lizards can provide some resolve per minute, and that's what we're going to utilize now. Alright. And we're going to build ourselves a couple of farm fields here. And until I have access to something else, we will stick with the plantations here, because it's just the best we can do for now. Wait a sec, I actually just want that here. So 15 tools, and I only got 12. Dang it. Wait a sec, this place is not supposed to make any jerky anymore. Very good. So by the next year, we will be seriously cranking down the problems a little bit. Let's see. Packs of crops. This is the worst offender for me here, that I don't have any mass production for these goods. That really weighs me down quite heavily. And I can do neither of these two. That's also pretty dramatically bad. I'm not even sure if I'm able to win this run anymore, since I'm so massively trolled by RNG, but we'll see about that. Okay, it's time to stop doing what we're doing here. And let's see, can I... Well, whatever, we're going to set up one non-optimal plantation here, whatever. Not that much of a big deal. Oopsie, wrong button. So, I'm gonna go for cups and glasses here because I'm absolutely fond of the fact that I'm not going to get 4 ancient tablets together. Nuh-uh. So, at least 20 humans versus forbidden glades. Yeah, well, we're going to go for the human objective somehow. Okay, so that's so far quite hard. Let's see, we need to get ourselves some humans there. But as soon as the plantation business is kicking in, I am quite positive about the outcome. And probably I can get some trader to sell me some crops. These are the thoughts that guide me through the remainder of the storm here. So, well, let's see, I surely don't want that, but we could go for that. So, here we go. And at this point, I actually don't care at all about the fact that these trees will go bad due to the rotting wood, right? It doesn't matter for me, as long as we make some progress. Things are going dramatic right now, and I don't like drama. Alright, so we're going to see what we can do on this one here. So, a clan hall. Well, what can we do at a clan hall? So, training gear and incense. Well, we got some of that. And the passive here is greater yield for camps. Yeah, just what I needed after I have turned all my economy into farming business. So this needs all collectors' camps that I don't have access to. But we got ourselves a new event here that we can plunder. So, oh, I wish I had some more tools. Oh boy. This would be really, really good. Come on, let's see if we can't summon ourselves a trader. So, more survivor bonding. Ha! Beautiful. Let's do this. And, ugh. Let's see if Zork isn't selling me some tools, because that would be really a nice step forward to just get that. Hey Zork, tools? Dang it! Of course you don't have tools when I need them from you. But Zork is willing to buy stupendous amounts of sea marrow and does offer the stuff that we require to make progress. So we're just going to utilize Zork's influx of foodstuff as something to get ourselves forward. That's what we're going to do. So I think that's just the best I can do. Yeah, I am selling away all my sea marrow, but that's okay. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone here. I get the booming economy upgrade here. And it has tools. Hell yeah. Ah, beautiful. So... there's the small farm I required. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to go for that one. And, well... we can't put up the economy in 1 year. But, you know, let's do this. Alrighty, so we got that Woodcutter's camp employed. So now I do see a way to win this game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, but most importantly, let's do this first. We got the necessary tools for that. Oh, building materials would be eligible too. Interesting. So we're going to get that done by these folks. Here goes. So we're going to salvage that clan all, I think. Or do we? I mean, rebuilding is totally doable. Let's rebuild it. I just realized that we actually could get ourselves quite a nice advantage out of that. There we go. And now I want to wait for the newcomers, and I want those farm fields. So, top-notch priority. Let's go. Nice.
Hello.
Really, really nice. So is there anything else we could pick up from Zorg? He ain't got no training gear that I could utilize there. He ain't got no incense that I could bring there. So... No. I don't think I need to do any further trading with this fine sir. So we're going to get ourselves another shelter going here. And let's get those lizards happy. Because they do crank out a nice amount of resolve by now. So we do need now humans, as many as possible, so we can possibly get 20 of them together here. I don't know if this will really happen, but I sure want to try. So let's see. Oh yeah, beautiful. You folks actually do have some use for that, but I'm going to raise down that one. I don't see any big future for this camp anymore here. So let's see, can we get ourselves a warehouse up here together? Yes, we can. Beautiful. Alright, I also have so many workers now together that it shouldn't be any bigger issue to get the ball rolling here. The Stonecutters camp. We don't happen to have anything here in the vicinity, so off the hook you go. This is not really good by all means, but it should be enough to win the game. Alright. So we got ourselves a reputation point out of the happiness of the lizards. So we stop it right there, because it's not really realistic to assume that we can get the whole thing any further from here. So we got 7 workers left. Okay, Dave. Okay. So I'll put those lizards here to the hook places, and I am going to get myself a rain mill together too. Also, we can now totally put these folks in here, because we can now what? Packs of crops, we need a grand total of 30 freaking 5 of these. Jeez. And we can totally cross out the vegetables here, so I can get a more reliable income of these. Alright. Then packs of provisions. Let's use herbs and berries for that, and we only need a grand total of 15 of these, luckily. Okay, boys, off you go. Your work will get us a lot of reputation. Alright. This place is done now, too. And while we don't have stupidly many of these camps running anymore, it does give a greater yield for all those camps, which means all my income does get boosted now. So I do see that as a very attractive thing. Okay then. Let's get these away. And the next big step that I want to take is I want to replace one of my plantations now with a farm. I think this one here. Oh, look at that. We can crank out even more happiness there. Beautiful. Ah, okay. The moment passed. So it... Ah, yeah, religion, you know? We got now religion for these folks, and therefore they're super happy. And also we finally get the grain ball rolling, so... Right now I don't want to strip away any of the grain while we're doing these quests, but... It does give me the good feeling that we're finally getting somewhere. And another point has been made. And wow, we can't even go further than that. The problem is the incense will run out quite soon, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Lizard houses. Oh boy, this would make them even happier. But no, we're going to go for that trapper's camp. Because we got, if I remember correctly, what, only one source? Dang it. I thought we had way more things that we're craving for a trapper's camp. Whatever. I don't regret a thing. But we did run out of parts. So where can I... Yeah, well, whatever. Since all camps now have stupidly high yields, it is quite valuable to have that. So here, the fire's going out. Yeah, we're going to allow coal burning now. I'm rich enough to do so. So let's stop the favoring of the lizards. Kick out the woodcutters. And let's see. Where we get with all that. So, I bet that this is a typical lizard's job. Yes, it is. Beautiful. So, the beaver resolve is low. Okay. I actually didn't expect that to be an issue, but there we are. I mean... I guess it is okay to lose a person or two from time to time. I could start sacrificing coal now to increase that. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do that for a moment. So I think this should be enough for the remainder of the storm. There we go. Just the right thing. Okay, so let's wait until we are really in the drizzle and deliver that one. This will give me food and a little bit of a pressure relief there. Okay, really important now, we don't need provision packs anymore. So can't put these goods out of the basket. I am now able to replace this bad boy here with a farm. And let's see, what do we have here? Gain 10 skewers for pickled goods. Gain roots per minute. Yeah, I'm down. You guys got me when I heard per minute. So we will put in these bad boys in there, and they will grind down all the mushroom, all the roots into that stuff. And once we are done with that quest, we're also going to grind the rest of the flour. Okay, so far so good. We are still far away from being in a stable situation, though. It is all still very, very scary, you know? Okay. But that's one of the things I love about this game. You never know how safe you are in general. So there we go. Well, let's open a new glade, because, you know, that's the only thing that I actually can do to get myself forward here. Hey, Sahilda. So, she got tools, and I want all of the tools. Furniture, that's more resolve and generous donation for reputation. Bought. That furniture thing I want to have too, but one thing at a time. So let's see, I don't want to sell that resin right now, because I got that feeling as if we might be needing it at some point in the future. The plant fiber, though, I really don't mind. That's stuff we get now from the plantations all day long, so it's not really something we miss. Okay, so +1 resolve. Can we afford? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So I better not.
Yeah.
So 3 humans on this caravan. That makes it 17. We need 3 houses this season. Jeez,
Yeah.
that's a lot. So we get a new blueprint. So finally the tavern. Okay, brilliant. Now I just need to get the beer. Do you sell beer? No, you don't. But it's coming together now. All right. We're going to build that tavern, and we need that ale. All right. But altogether, I do see us progressing here in a really, really good way. So is there... Yeah, here. So we're going to break open that case. Do you have stone?
Hi.
Luckily, she got stone. Damn, that would have been really bad if we weren't stocked here. Okay, so I'm selling off the things that we are producing by ourselves, and yeah, this is probably the only time that we're going to do this like that, but it is right now a necessary evil. Here we go, and we break open that thing. It will offer incense and ale, therefore it's totally what we require. Could be what we need to win that match now. So that's very good stuff for us. Okay, so now we open up the rest of that, and I figured that by now, since I have the parts, I'm going to do that. So, sea marrow deposit, wonderful. I can resolve this one with tools. That's even better because it yields the stuff that we require. Brilliant. Yeah, let's do this. Gets me closer to victory, and at the same time, gets my problems done. I like that. Alright. So, oh yeah, the crop packages. Damn, that's also very, very good. They do provide us now with extra production for our farms. So basically, as long as the hostility doesn't kill me, I should be now pretty much in the clear. So I'm not going to put the tavern into work until I have fulfilled the cups and glasses quest, because I'm going to pay quite a lot of that ale there, and would be a shame to run out of these. So down there is a small patch of mushrooms, but I'm not down. We're going to go for the stonecutter here. And by the way, more woodcutters. Yes, hostility 7, but we are right now pretty much on the victory lane, you know. Does help a lot that the clan hall has what we need. There we go. I bumped up the amount of woodcutters because I did realize lately that we seemed to be a little bit too low on these. Okay, but I'm quite positive here. So yeah, beer production will be bumped up by that. Good thing that I cannot produce beer yet, so come on guys, give me something where I can produce beer. No? You don't. Right. I'm not too surprised. So we're going to bring up, well, human housing now, because we have so many humans to supply here. We are going to do this. So we could have 9 of these. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. These will bump up the happiness of the human populace tremendously. And now we can set up the tavern. There we go. Alright. So, since it does do the trick, we're going to make the lizards happy for the next point. I do think that there's exactly 1 reputation point in them, and then they say goodbye for this round. But, you know, doesn't matter. Here, the humans now go for a happiness dance. Yeah, we're pretty much on the victory lane here, like I said. Okay, but it was already, or, well, we're not done yet, but I can already say so much. It's been, so far, a really, really wild ride. So, El Beaver unhappy. So, this is one of the points where I actually just decided that some beavers just don't make it. You know, it's one of those situations where I actually would totally start wasting materials just for the sake of a minority. So I'm going to go for the favoring here. But as you see here, most of the storm is already over. By the time the storm is over, well, it might be even that not a single beaver will leave. The lower difficulty levels are quite generous with that, so we got off lucky here. Good, good. So, let's put the woodcutters back in jobs. And let's see how things will go down from here. So, reinforced axes. No thanks. Pigment for insects produced. So I have so many rerolls. Come on, let's do something that will totally help us out here. Well, sadly, there's been not anything here that helped me winning here. Well, so much about that. Anyways, let's see what we can do instead. I mean, I basically just need to unemploy all woodcutters and let the humans do the winning for me, I'd say. Let's hope the next newcomer batch has the amount of people that I actually want to have. Come on, 3 humans. No! Dang, jeez. Ah, so close. Okay, whatever. Going to go for favoring, I thought, but it's not doing the trick. Ah, well, let's see what Zork has in store for us. If I had enough tools, I'd be able to just win all by myself, but, well, we had some issues this run. Zork. So, first off, Zork supports a generous donation. That's very, very good. Very kind, good sir. Apart from that, he doesn't offer anything that I really need right now. Is it possible? Jeez. Come on, Zork, aren't you ashamed of yourself being like that to me? So, give me the pie then, at least, good sir. And, well, there's not really anything that I'd require besides, so we'll just do that trade. And you don't have any booze or anything, do you? No. Dang it. Well, okay then. So none of my endeavors have yielded anything that gave me any tools or anything that allows me to close out this game. This is actually insane. Well, okay then. So 2 options I see. For one, I could now just open glades like a crazy bird. Or we just summon the next trader immediately and see what Sahilda has for us. So, let's see. She ain't got no booze either. Come on. And no tools. And no metal. Oh, no! Oh, this is, well, okay. I mean... Okay, Sahilda. You tried. You tried, I guess. The big problem is that my entire economy doesn't support any of the goods that I require right now. I cannot produce booze myself. I can produce, training gear. Well, we can produce training gear. Hold on. Sahilda does have stone, doesn't she? So... Desperate measures. Jeez. Wait a sec. We do this right now. So, that's one thing I really find weird, and that's, like, it is now way harder to close out this game. Comparable to the later stages. Like, when you are on later stages of the game, it is way easier to close out the game because you have so many methods more to get your thing going, but I just realized that we can produce incense here, so probably that will help me to finally win it. Crazy. I wouldn't have thought that we'd have these problems, but here I am. But I think with training gear and incense, my lizards must be the happiest critters on Earth. Thing here is we need 1 point reputation points, so just one point of the next quest won't do the trick. That's what I'm trying to say here. But worst case scenario, we're just going to open another glade with that point. But, you know, sometimes it's harder and sometimes it's easier. It's just like that. No two games are alike with this one. So, here you see the pressure on us is insanely high. That's because we are in year 8 and, you know, mostly we are in year 8. And most of the happiness providers are currently just not working. So, yeah. I think we're going to see leaving people this year, but you can easily stomach a few. So, the worst impact of the people leaving is always the increase of impatience. That's way more dangerous than people actually leaving. So, alright. So far, we merely lost a builder, which is basically not a loss at all. But wait a sec, we're actually... No. We're going to do this as follows. We're going to go for human utopia. So, humans can crank out some happiness, and with the newcomers, we're going to pick up 1 human and close it off, and we finally win. That was one of the hardest closes ever. I mean, I could win now in 2 different ways, but yeah. So everybody, that's going to be the end of today's stream as well. I hope you all enjoyed. I mean, I'm gonna be hanging out for a second or so longer, but yeah, that's the first chapter. Next time I'll be streaming, we're going to go for a Prestige 1 run, and so on and so forth. I'm going to increase the difficulty step by step, and I hope to have as many of you folks with me next time as well. Feel free to follow the channel if you haven't done so already. Here we have a handful of deeds. Oh, that was fun. So, the level ups here are the most important things, so... You know, now we can produce wine by ourselves. We have access to a new trader. Trade logs. Okay. That was all missing in this run. But I don't think that you're supposed to win your first run on Viceroy like that. Maybe I did strain the whole system a little bit much here. So, let's see. We got tons of deeds. Alright, another level up incoming. So... Dullahan is unlocked too. That's good. These extra traders will make everything so much easier. Okay then, so... Let's see. Most importantly, I want those trade thingies. Trade routes, that's the one. So, additional cornerstone choice, yes. Okay, that's been that. So, next time, first prestige run. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. And see you all next time. Have a good one.